What's up, everybody? It's Kelsee Briana J, and today I'm going to be doing a full face using Dior products. So I have pretty much everything, and I'm excited to be doing this because, as you all can probably tell, I have been in a love affair with Dior, and I have definitely been making it rain at the Dior counters as well as on the Dior website. So I picked up a good amount of things to do a full face, but of course, because I have been a Dior fan for quite some time now, I already had quite a few things in my collection to do a full face using. I will talk about each individual product as I'm using it. So let me know some of your favorite Dior products down below, and let's go ahead and jump into it and play with some Dior. So I'm going to do my foundation first, and I'm going to take the Dior Face and Body Foundation. I have 3 different shades. I initially started out by buying 5N, I want to say, and that shade was just way too deep for me. So then I went back and I got 4WO, which stands for Warm Olive, and this shade is actually really olive. This one matches the color of my face the most, but the undertone of it is so different that all over it looks a little green. 4W0 for Warm Olive isn't my closest match, but if they made this color in neutral, that would be perfect. They actually make a 4N, and I bought 4N thinking, okay, 4N is going to be the closer match. No, 4N is way darker than 4WO. 4N doesn't really work for me either, so I'll show you here. So 4N goes on darker and way more red, so that one doesn't really work. So then I went in and I bought 3N because I'm like, okay, well, since 4N is so dark, maybe 3N will be closer to me. So then here we go. 3N is the closest, but it's just a little bit too light. Just a little bit. So ideally, I would get along better if they had a 3.5N. But since they don't have that, I'm going to mix 4N and 3N together to make 3.5N. I'm going to go in with 4N first. And as you all know, it doesn't have a pump. This is a liquidy, water-based foundation, so I just squirt it on the back of my hands and it will travel down. So then I'm going to go in with this brush and I am going to stipple this on my face. As you all can see, this mixture is my skin tone, so I definitely have to mix this foundation, and I'm just going to go over that other stuff. I really like this foundation. I find it to be a really nice everyday type foundation. It wears super well. It looks lightweight. It looks like your skin but better, and that's what I like so much about it. And you don't need a lot. It's a nice medium buildable foundation. It feels really light and airy. It does dry down slightly, so it's not super tacky on the skin, but it's just a nice buildable, breathable, like I said, everyday foundation. And if I want to, I could go in with just a little bit of 4N, go down here around the perimeter of my face to make sure that it matches and blends a little bit better with the rest of my body, because at this point my face is a lot lighter than the rest of my body. Now I'm going to take some of my beloved lip balm from Dior that they discontinued, unfortunately, the Creme de Rose lip balm, and I love it so much because it smells like rose and it's so nourishing. Oh, it's just so good. I hate that they got rid of this. Absolutely hate it. I'm going to go into the brow styler, and I have the shade 002 dark brown, and I'm going to do my brows. I'm just going to brush my brows up, fill in my brows. And you all know I like to abandon my complexion and do my eyes and then come back and do my complexion. Finish it off. Okay? I can actually zoom y'all in. I love how thin this eyebrow pencil is because you can get really precise and draw hair-like strokes. And I like this color because it is a more neutral brown, which I think that's what my eyebrow color is, like a neutral sandy brown. I don't really have a warm tone. I don't really have cool tones. And so it matches really well. And I like that it's a drier pencil, so whenever you're using it, I think it looks more realistic than some other pencils that have like a shiny finish and it doesn't look like your eyebrow hair. So once I have that done, now I'm going to go in with a little bit of concealer. This one is the Forever Skin Corrects concealer, and it is one of my absolute favorite concealers in my entire collection. It is such an amazing formula. And I'm going to take a little bit of this concealer, and I have the shade 3N, and apply it right underneath my brows. So just a dab here Go right underneath just to brighten and lift and sculpt and just shape it out. And then I'm going to take a Royal & Langnickel BLM 448 brush and just go around this area to make sure that it's fully blended in. And then I'm going to go in with a little bit of eye primer. I don't have one from Dior. So now let's get into these eyes. I'm going to take the New Look Quint. But before I jump into that, I need to put something in my crease for a transition. So I'm going to take a little bit of the bronzer that I have. And this one is the Dior Skin Mineral Nude Bronze. And I'm just going to do a little bit of swirl in here. Pop that directly in the crease, like so. Ooh, she pigmented. Okay, I wasn't ready because she is pigmented. Just be prepared. If you go in with the big swirl, you're going to get a big payoff. Now on to New Look. I'm going to take this middle shade with a blending brush and come on down and make this, ooh, honey. Okay, because all of this stuff is pigmented. So let me take a little bit of this over here. All right, so I'm going to take this in my crease, and this is going to help us begin to smoke out the situation. This looks good. Blend it up to let it meet with that transition bronzer that I put down, but I'm not going to take it over that. But go in with a really light hand because this is just crazily pigmented. That looks good. And then I'm going to go in with this shade right here with the flat shader brush, and I'm going to take that on the inner corner and then blend it over towards the lid. Ooh. So now I'm going to go into this shade with the same brush, and let's pop that on the lid and then blend it over. And then lastly, I'm going to take this shade right here and pop that on the outer corner. I actually am going to have to go in with this blending brush to blend this out because, baby, that right there, something serious. Y'all, that looks so freaking pretty. I am so excited about this. Now let me come back and do my concealer and set that. Like I said, the Dior Forever Concealer, my favorite. Like, this is top 2 of my favorite concealers. Seriously, it is that good. It has come in and dominated in my life. I'm just going to blend that out with my sponge. It literally takes 2.5 seconds to just blend it out. And it's so smooth and beautiful. I love it. So I did not get a loose powder from Dior. I asked about it, but I feel like he said they didn't have one. But I'm going to go into my Laura Mercier. Next, I'm going to go in and set my entire face using the Dior Skin Forever Extreme Control Powder. I just love how they come in little baggies. This is smooth. It's giving me a little bit more coverage on top though, so I think this is a powder foundation. This works really well with the face and body foundation because for some people, the face and body foundation might not give you all the coverage that you desire. And so to go on top with a little bit of a fuller coverage powder will pick up the slack in the areas where the foundation may not have fully satisfied what you were looking for, you know. You might need a little bit more something. Ooh, that's smooth. Dior knows what they are doing with some complexion stuff, I tell you. Let's come back to our eyes, and I'm going to go in with an eyeliner. This one is called the Diorshow 24 Hour Stylo Intense Waterproof Eyeliner, and I got the shade Matte Green. Ooh, okay. And they have a few different colors too. Take some of that green and pop it down here. Now let's go back to our eyeshadow. So I'm going to go in with this lighter color, re-intensify right up here. And then take it around and let's pop it on the lower inner corner. Yes. And then let me go here. Take that shade, pop that in the middle. And then go in with this dark brown color just a little bit and then bring it around to make sure that it is connected and smoked out to the top. Now let me try this mascara. This one is the Diorshow Iconic Overcurl Mascara. And the guy at the store said that this one was a little bit newer and it has a really nice brush that curls. So hopefully that will help with curling my lashes and hopefully giving me a little bit of volume. So let me just brush through to see what this one is going to do. Do I feel like this mascara curled my lashes? Yes. Do I feel like my lashes just look spectacular? Yeah, not really. They look okay. I'm not mad at it. It's a black formula. It separated my lashes just a bit and it curled them. I don't feel like it looks clumpy, but overall I've seen my lashes look better, but they don't look bad. So eyes are done. Now let's get into this bronzer, which I am excited to try on my face, especially because it was just so pigmented on my eyes. So based on that, I know I need to tread lightly. So I'm going to go in and do a little swirl. Okay. Ooh. Come on, Dior, with the pigmented bronze. Giving us a little bit of a sun-kissed look. I like that. Very golden. And I was kind of afraid that it was going to look red, but I think that it looks nice and sun-kissed. Now I need to do my highlighter, and I have all the Dior highlighters. I have my single Dior highlighters, and I've already had this one in my collection. And I love this highlighter. It's so pretty and it's so smooth. Dior makes some of my favorite highlighters. This one is 001, so I'm going to go in with this. Do like a really nice champagne highlight. This one is a neutral highlighter. It's like you really cannot tell if it's gold or silver, and it just goes with every single look. So that's why I love it. It is truly a universal highlighter, seriously. Lastly, I need a little bit of blush. I don't necessarily feel like this blush matches my look, so I'm just gonna go in very lightly with it and just pop it here to give some color. This one is Atrice. Yes, and just blend that backwards. Very pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and put on a lip liner. I did not pick up one from Dior because I didn't feel like they had one that was deep enough, at least from what I could tell from the lip liners that they had available at the counter. So I'll do that. Now I'm going to go into a lipstick from the holiday collection. This one is in the shade Dazzling Beige. Pop it in the center. Just a little bit because I think this color is very close to my complexion. And then I'm going to go in with one of my glosses. This one is in the shade Diorshow Light. And that's it. That's the final look. I hope that you all enjoyed this full face of Dior, because Dior definitely has my heart here lately. I have just been loving every single thing that I have purchased from them, with them reformulating their eyeshadows and making them as fire as they are. Made them take off like a rocket, because their products are bomb, but now with their eyeshadows being bomb, everything is just super well rounded. I'm going to do a full video using the quints that I have, and you all are going to be like, phew. Let me know what your favorite Dior products are down in the comment section. And I will check you all in my next video, which will be super, super soon. Smooches. Bye.